It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Buccaneers and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by the 9th-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A run here with Dearness Johnson. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Carr going to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Carr completes it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Carr. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the 2nd-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left.
He's got it to the 43 here.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 14 carries, 68 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Here's Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They snap it to Fields.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now Fields.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They go with Jacobs.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Following the pick, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now a 1st down throw. Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
There's less than 10 players still active from the 2008 NFL Draft, and here's one of them picking up the 1st down. Deshaun Jackson still got plenty of that speed. They had him 36 all-time in receiving prior to this season. There may not be a lot of playing time left for him, but every time he's out on the field, his presence will be felt.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Fields throwing again.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr caught by Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's complete to White. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Carr now to throw.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Carr. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Carr to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Fields now to throw.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Fields on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Off play action. Fields.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 27 yards.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. He's got Allen. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He'll leave this one for White.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. He finds his target, Allen.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
The first down carry here for Johnson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Carr.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He'll get this to Lazard. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. The kick by Lutz is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
So now the Steelers down by 2. A minute 56 to go. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on 1st down. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Carr.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important.
It's Week 7 of the National Football League.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense.
Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 60 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
From the 36, Fields. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Steelers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st down coming up. Fields. He completes it to Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
2 yards is the pickup, and it's first down, Miami.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On the draw is Taylor.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 10.
Rodgers going to throw. Looking long for Thomas.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knee.
He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Now Rodgers. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead as they begin this drive, 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
Williams brings it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
On first down, it's Fields.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ended up getting yardage before being stopped.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Oh, how about this on first and goal? Williams loses the football and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. They're quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 31, Rodgers. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Again, that's Hurst. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers again now. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On 1st down, Rodgers.
He'll find Thielen working the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a second down and 6.
Rodgers now to throw.
And this one taken in by Cephas.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Taylor. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jonathan Taylor
from 6 yards away.
And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And Yellow's extra point up and good.
And it makes the score 21-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
Boy, shifts past him and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Slot man moves right.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Oh, they'll run the option right. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down 21-10. A minute 24 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Pass complete to Taylor.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Able to find Thielen.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Rodgers to throw.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Rodgers now on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they've got...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play, second down coming up.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Back to throw, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Fields.
And Jones has it over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here's Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light game.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now it's Mahomes again. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He finds Watson complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? He's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Fields goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now it's Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Mahomes now on first down. Catch made by Watson on the out route. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. They had a little bit of great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10.
What's the deal, y'all? Go home, boy.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field are loading everyone to fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. Now here's Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Jackson to return. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Oh, look at this play call. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
It's caught. Smith.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Fields.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
To throw is Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 13. Just over 2 minutes to go. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Rolling.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mahomes gets this to Fant, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mahomes to throw it, going right back to Fant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Here's Mahomes. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Mahomes. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. 20. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Fields with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And he slings one that's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes to throw once more. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just
It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll see Fred Warner. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Saints and the Steelers.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
On 1st and 10, Wilson.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school, there were injuries. Did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And Gay knocks this one through, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by the 2nd-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. And they'll begin by running the option. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Steelers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career. Or
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
And he stopped immediately there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Fields.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Wilson. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A handoff for Herbert.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory. Coming in from that outside linebacker spot, he gets him down. It's a loss of 5. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Michael Pittman with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Gay is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fields. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now it's Fields. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Fields. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They'll get 34 yards there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Fields as the 1st half is winding down. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grady Jarrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Here's a give to Herbert.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Russell Wilson taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Play action. It's Fields.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
Wilson dropping this underneath with Herbert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields being chased out left.
And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Staying on his feet.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. That is caught. It's Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So holding everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. That time a 9-play drive.
And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert once more. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Leading them out, the 3rd-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jalen Hurts, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Hurts. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hurts throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
10 yards there and a Bengal first. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Hurts. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Garrett Wilson,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Meanwhile, Fields' throw going into the hands of Williams.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
On first down, it's Fields.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
They'll look to throw again. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On first down, Hurts.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Garrett Wilson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And now out come the Steelers.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd and inches, Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for Steeler touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up fourth down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Over the middle to Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
It's complete to Jones.
And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Purdy's throw complete there to Smith.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And this is caught by Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Mike Williams
From 4 yards out.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 21. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they backed up even further.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, Hurts. He finds Wilson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, Wilson. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On first down, Purdy.
It's caught. Smith. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Purdy.
Williams brings it in.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Here's Purdy.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Purdy to throw.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So now the Bengals down 28-24, a minute 15 remaining. And no other way to say it, they have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. Back to throw.
That's caught by Wilson.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll look to throw.
And that went off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's back to throw. Caught by Wilson. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. The defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
And they're led out by the 4th-year man out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing, Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive.
They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Caught, Kelsey. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now Jones. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Over the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary there, time 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Back to throw, Purdy. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Just a 30-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not
And he coughed it up. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Second down, back to Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
They'll get this underneath to Madison. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking.
Touchdown, Colts! Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Just 4 plays.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st down, Purdy.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Purdy's throw complete there to Smith.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Purdy will look to throw again here.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Purdy from the gun.
Hammering from the goal line. He loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the... coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on first down. Jones. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Sanders is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking a
touchdown. Mike Williams, 75 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Here's Jackson.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So they're bottom.
Back now in Indianapolis. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Purdy off the play fake.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Second down, back to Sanders. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Throwing, Jones. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Jones.
This will be caught at about the 5. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Purdy.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This